Hello, it's Miles from Auto Assets here. Just giving you a walk around this Range Rover Sport. The car is in very good condition. What I'll do is I'll do one video just showing you the kind of bodywork of the car. We'll show you the internals as well, and then I'll get the car started. I'll show you some of the fun settings that are in there as well. So bodywork wise, we'll start here at the front. Generally the car is in good condition. Any blemishes on here I'll try and point out, so a wee kind of blemish there, a couple of small stone chips, but overall for a 10-year-old car it's in pretty good shape. Coming round the side, all the alloys have just recently been refurbed, and we've got Pirelli Scorpion tyres all round as well. Coming around the side here, see, that's all looking good. Just in case you're thinking this bit there's a mark in the car, it's just that leaf reflection. But again, car's looking very good. Coming round the back here, again, any blemishes I like to highlight, but there's honestly not a huge amount. And there's a little one here, so just to compare it, it's probably about a quarter the size of my pinky, roughly. Nice little tow bar on there, and as I mentioned, this is the HSE, it's the SD-V6 model, so it's got the 3 litre V6 and it's been tuned for a wee bit more power than the standard TD V6. Tinted windows at the back. Just go in here and show you the alloy as well. All looking pretty good. Let me get the bonnet opened, I'll let you see inside the engine as well. And here we have inside the engine. As you can see, it's been well looked after, nice and clean. And let's go into the interior now. So to start with the interior, we'll start here at the rear on the boot. It's got an electric tailgate. You've got your nice little parcel shell cover, really easy to use. Now you've got a full rubberised mat on here, you can just take that out if you wish to go back to the carpets. And underneath, if I can do this with one hand, you've got your spare tyre here as well. There we go. You do also have a 12 volt socket here on the side, and nice little hooks for shopping bags if you ever need them. Let that close over. We'll come round here to the back seats. So like the boot, all of the car comes with this rubberised floor sets on the back and in the front. Heated seats in the rear, which can be controlled there and through the entertainment system in the front. Get a nice little storage bit, and this as well. Seats can be adjusted from here. And coming to the passenger side, it's a fully electric seat, which can be stored with the memory control. So if you've got up to 3 passengers, you can just select a setting for each, and it just means your seat's always exactly the way you want it. The same works for the driver, but it also links in with the steering wheel. So once you get the steering wheel set up for you, that's your good. You can see the rubberised mat there as well. Let me jump out the driver's seat and I'll show you some of the entertainment. So now we're in the driver's seat, I'll just get the engine started. There we go. And I'll explain what that wee icon is down the bottom there in just a moment. So I'll go through all the controls just so you're fully aware. So over here you've got your buttons for your electronic mirrors on either side. You can also bring them in if you need to as well. There we go. You've got all your electric mirrors here, electric windows, and you've got your child lock there as well. You've got your memory control for this side, so again, if you've got up to 3 drivers, it's always quite handy. You've got your control there for the boot. Coming up here to the steering wheel, On the right hand side you have your cruise control and your heated steering wheel. On the left you've got effectively your infotainment system controls, so if you need to answer calls or use the Land Rover sound system you can. You've got the flappy paddle gearbox should you need it, and automatic lights and wipers. Coming over this side, the car is set up so that as you stop and start the car, it goes into this height mode. So this is your adjustable suspension. We're currently in what's called access mode, and when I press this, it's going to be hard to show you in the video, but if I hold the phone on the steering wheel here and I press the normal ride height, you'll see the car sort of change a little bit, and that's it going up to normal. And then you can actually take it even further and go up to off-road height. So it's just moving the back just now, and then the front. There we go. Perfect. And then you'll see that wee icon is now changed to an up arrow, basically just matching the icons here. So I'll push that just to get us back to the normal, and it will turn the icon off, and you'll hopefully see the car moving a wee bit. It's obviously a lot easier to see that in person. Coming up here, the rest of the controls. So you've got your traction control here, limiter, and your automatic start stop parking control. On here, if you push this in, the wee knob will pop out, and then you can go into grass, gravel, snow mode. You've also got mud ruts, and you've got sand as well. Most people will just probably have it with the special programs off and just in the general program, and once on you can then select that back in, so you just push it in and out. You've got your low descent mode, so if you are going down quite a gravelly hill, very good to use. Over here, climate control. So again, if I just press this, you'll see you've got your climate control there. I usually just have it sitting on sync, and then you can adjust these and they'll both change at the same time. You'll also just pop it in auto, and it's very good to use. Comes with a heated front screen and a heated rear screen as well. When you put the rear heated screen on, it will also heat up the heated mirrors. So again, very handy to have in winter time. As for the car itself, it comes with all the things you would like. So it's got the climate control, you've got sat nav, Bluetooth, and you can pair your phone up with it as well. Sat nav is quite easy to use in here, just so you can see it. So it's again quite handy to have that. You've also got your cameras, your rear camera there, just so you can see, and it certainly helps with the parking. Aside from that, you've got a USB port in there and quite a large storage bin. Other than that, hopefully that's enough of the car that you need to see. It's got the drive, it's got the sport. It's genuinely a lovely car to drive this. The 3 litre V6 is a stunning engine. The SD V6 is just got that little bit extra sportness to it, which is quite nice, and it still gives you quite good miles per gallon on it as well. So any questions you've got with the car, please let me know. Cheers.